Please do not post your referral code in the comment section below, otherwise your pets will spontaneously combust. Hey guys, Jaybo785 coming to you today with a play-along video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite PC online games that are free, of course, and a couple of my favorite console games and so on and so forth, and just a couple recommendations. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Team 4-Star. Now these guys usually do abridged videos, their biggest one being a Dragon Ball Z abridged series, okay? Which, even if you're not a fan of anime or anything like that, or even cartoons, or even Dragon Ball Z, I really recommend that you get on their website and just start from video 1 and work your way up. These guys are extremely talented, are becoming more and more popular every year, and are still highly underrated for as talented as they are, in my opinion. If you're a Comic-Con fan, or an anime fan, or a cosplay fan, you probably have seen them at one of the larger conventions, and if you do, say hi for me. But speaking of which, they've actually done a couple play-along videos of one of them, Lampy, voicing Vegeta, and then Taka voicing Nappa, which has actually become one of my favorite characters. And Lampy is actually probably, I'd say, one of the most extremely talented persons I know. He has his own Facebook page. I recommend that you get on there and watch him. He can take the dullest material and make you laugh your ass off. But they've actually played one called Castle Crashers, which I know that you can get on Xbox Live for about $10 with all the upgrades and perks. And guys, if you're a big fan of those button masher games like in the old NES, Super NES days, you know, with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or anything like that, I recommend that you get on there. It's a great game. It's honestly one of the best buys you can get for $10. It is freaking hysterical. And unfortunately, I could not find that game on Newgrounds, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a second. That used to actually be the host of that game, but I know that you can get it on Xbox, and really, guys, I say go to Team 4's website, check out Two Saiyans Play Castle Crashers. If it seems like something you or your friends would like, check it out, because honestly, it's up to 4-person player game, and you will have so much fun. It is a great party game. So, let's go ahead and move on. One of the best free games that I've seen growing up in the 80s is a video game called Super Mario Brothers Crossover. Now, you can find this on Exploding Rabbit's website, which I just recommend that you Google it, and it will take you there. He now has a 2.1 version, which is actually very good, and I'm going to give you an example of what the sound effects sound like, and then I'm going to shut it off so I can actually talk over it. Come on, give him some music. There you go. And so as you can see, it's not one of those video games that is just Mario, which I'm sure that there's plenty of emulators out there. This is a guy that has actually reprogrammed series of code after code after code, and takes your favorite Game Boy games, regular Nintendo games, NES games, okay? Takes all those characters and pits them in one game series. Now at the very end of this video, I'm going to actually do the original one, which is on Newgrounds. It's free. Just make sure that your anti-spyware, anti-malware is up to date before you get on this website, guys, because there's unfortunately some malicious people out there. Just type in Mario in the search engine in the top right-hand corner and Super Mario Crossover. Now, I'll play that at the very end of the video, and as you can probably tell now, this is Contra. I forget the main character's name in Contra, but if you've ever played a Mario game and you go, God damn it, I wish I had a shotgun right now and I'd shoot every one of those motherfuckers in the face, this is the game for you. Pardon my language there, but if you're a true Nintendo hardcore fan, you've been there. And so if you haven't heard of this game or played this game, stick through to the end of the video with me and check that out. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of Exploding Rabbits one, but if you played the original one, if you like that, I really recommend that you go ahead and get on Exploding Rabbits website and try the newer version. Alright. Another one that I'm going to show you real quick is called Defend Your Castle. There's about 1.5 million different versions on this on the Android and Apple's web store for free, or probably close to that. The reason I actually like the Newgrounds version better is it doesn't feel like you have to spend a lot of money to get further in the game. So, if you probably haven't figured it out yet, just click on the new game, or if you're a former player, load. And it takes a little while for the enemies start to come, but basically, you're the hand of God here. And all you do is you toss these little guys up in the air and splatter them. And as the game goes on, You actually get to buy archers and mages and increase the wall and buy super power-ups and stuff like that by spending your token points here. And it's just an extremely addictive game. And as you can see there, I messed up and didn't toss them high enough. And if I do that, they just kind of get ticked off at me. But eventually this just becomes a swarm game, a Zerg rush of sorts, if you'd like to say that, where you're just constantly just tossing them up in the air. And that's the benefit of having an old crappy computer when this game first came out, like I used to have when I first played it, is that this thing would lag so bad that I could actually grab them all. And if you get addicted to this game, I recommend that you save it. But as you can see, repairs, fortify walls, temple, which I think gives you a special ability, archery range, demolition lab, workshop, mana pool. So it's a lot of fun, guys. It really is, especially if you just got some time to kill. Probably one of my favorite console games, guys, was the original Call of Duty Zombie mode. Kindertoten was actually my favorite one. Solo mode, which for those of you that have actually played the game know how difficult that can be, I made it to wave 46 solo mode. I made it to around wave 54 on dual team with my brother-in-law Matt, and we got to the point where we literally played this so much and had so much fun with it that we could start to walk the map backwards. This actually has a throwback feel of where you would need something like a Nintendo Power Magazine to figure out all the tricks and secrets, which actually built the core foundation and the cult following of those NES games, where you would have to rely on another player and work with that other player in real life and not just through over the internet to find that interaction to how to actually beat those cheats and to find those secrets. And that being said, that's something that I actually really liked about the Call of Duty Zombie mode. Call of Duty 2 has actually been out since about November of 2012. I don't particularly care for the zombie mode as much on that. It is neat. They've upped the difficulty to the point of, even on easy mode, it's so much harder than the original. They've really dumbed down the one-shot head kills and so on and so forth, and made kiting almost impossible, which was a big part of being able to survive. Still, I recommend, if you're a fan of like the Walking Dead TV show series, to give this a shot, because it will definitely enhance your addiction. So let's see what I have on my last tab here. Speaking of Newgrounds, they actually have a top-ranked page. I recommend that you get on here if you're bored and just want a couple free games. Again, like I said, make sure that your anti-malware, anti-spyware is up to date before you get on this website. If you're under the age of 18, be very careful, guys, because there is some adult material on here. If you happen to stumble upon the wrong thing, and honestly, you don't want to see any of that crap. So, that being said, let's go ahead and do a play-along of the Super Mario Brothers crossover. Guys, I don't think that there is a mute sound option on this, so I'm just going to play this for a little while using the Contra character to give you a taste, and then I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that, and, you know, just so on and so forth, just let you at your own disposal, okay? Feel my rap, Goomba! And there you go, guys. That's the first level. I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit of the second level here. There was actually an upgrade of you being Ryu from the Ninja Gaiden series. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking over the music right now. But I believe that is on one of the newer series, and I recommend that you check it out because I'd say next to the Contra character, Ryu from the Ninja Gaiden series is probably my favorite character. But I just wanted to show you this one because we've all been in the point of Mario where we're like, ah, God, not another block. Honestly, probably the most difficult part of this, guys, is you'll catch yourself wanting to jump on an enemy, and unless you're playing Mario or Luigi, you'll die if you do that. Well, I guess you can do it. You just gotta hit it just right. Well, shit me. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end up this video. I hope that you've had fun watching me with my play-along videos. I will continue to do more of these as I get more, familiar with some new games that I think that you guys would be more interested in. If this video has helped you out at all, or if you found it entertaining, and if you have an extra device or a new player planning on joining Rage of Bahamut, please use my referral code RUM26800. That gets you a free rare card and some rubies, and does the same for me. Thanks a lot, guys. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, please post them in the comment section below. My next video, I'll try to do some reviews on some older movies and some newer movies coming out. This is Jaybo785 signing off.